Is this Michelin-recognized Disney World restaurant worth it?
Let's eat.
Hello everyone, I'm Jay.
And I'm Sam.
And you are watching the Theme Park Cuisine. We are back at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort to dine at a Michelin-recognized restaurant. One I feel like we don't hear too much about anymore. This is Toledo. It's located at the very top of Disney's Gran Destino Tower. The Destino Tower here over at the Coronado Springs Resort is based off of Walt Disney and Salvador Dalí's film Destino. So you'll notice a lot of design motifs in the architecture here, such as dandelions and gold hues. It feels like destiny here. And the food here that we had previously was really good. This almost made our Disney Dining Deals video, right, Sam?
Yes, but when we went to go look it up, the steak for two special had actually gone up a little bit. So then we were like, I don't know if anyone's going to see this price and think it's a deal. But you do get a ton of food with it, and it's really quality food. And since we just did that STK steak special, I think we kind of wanted to compare the two.
It's called the Chef's Signature Dinner for Two. It's $159. It's actually not just a steak special. You have an option of their signature paella as well. And I hear that paella is very good. They have a wood-fired oven there they make the steak on, and you get a lot of food, right, Sam?
Yeah, so you get a little flight in the beginning, you get a little charcuterie, you get your entree, and then you get a dessert. But the bone-in ribeye that they have, I remember it being ginormous. Like, it's a big quality piece of meat.
It has gone up a bit, the price, so we want to see if it's still worth it. I think it will be, because we did really enjoy this restaurant last time. Beautiful sweeping views from the top there. You can actually get some fireworks views over at Magic Kingdom. You can head over to the Dahlia Lounge and get views over at Hollywood Studios, and of course views of the resort itself. The Destino Tower is just an awe-inspiring thing to be inside, because it really is so beautiful with all those gold hues and being able to take that elevator straight to the top. I'm excited to go in the restaurant and see those olive trees. Are you ready, Sam?
I'm ready.
If you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Join us while we check out Toledo and see if it's still worth it. Before we head over to the Gran Destino Tower, we decided to head to the Barcelona Lounge. They have some great coffee over here. In the exterior of the Barcelona Lounge, it looks like the Sagrada de Familia over in Spain. You can see that stained glass right towards the back. So if you want to get here, you'll have to head straight into the Gran Destino Tower, which is the main lobby for the Coronado Springs Resort. You'll see those glowing lanterns to the left and right-hand side right as you walk in. You're going to bear right towards check-in and down a set of stairs. As you head down that set of stairs, you will see a nice photo of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse. And to your left, you will see the glowing Barcelona Lounge. Our friend Vicky is here to help us out today. Sam and I don't drink too much, but I know some of you guys want those drink reviews, so we decided to try out the espresso martini. Vicky, are you excited?
I am. I love a good espresso martini, but they're not always made right, so we'll see. The bartender said he made it more on the creamy side, a little stronger, so I'll let you know how it compares to other ones that I've tried.
I think this is the perfect drink for this lounge because they are known for both coffee and drinks. So this blends the two together.
Let's try it. That is so good. Probably the best espresso martini I've ever had.
Also, they were out of martini glasses, which is why it's in that glass.
That looks like a real woman's espresso martini in that glass.
It is, and I like when it has the excess foam on the top.
So 1 out of 10, Vicky, what are you going to give it?
I would give this an 8, only because I feel like it could be a little bit sweeter. I know it's not supposed to be, but I have had ones that were a little bit more on the sweet side, so 8 for me.
Girl likes her sweets. Now to get to Toledo, we'll have to head to the very top of the Gran Destino Tower, the 16th floor. You can go on pretty much any elevator. From where we are, we're going to head past a dandelion photo, and to the left, you'll find the elevators. As we head out to the right, we will be able to find the Dahlia Lounge, a beautiful lounge. You can see the dandelions right at the top of the ceiling in the chandeliers, and right outside there, you'll be able to see Hollywood Studios. Some of the best views of Hollywood Studios are from both Toledo as well as the Dahlia Lounge. To the left, we will find Toledo. You will see those olive trees right as you walk in. Beautiful, almost stained glass ceiling. And towards the back, you'll be able to see that wood-fired oven and all the wood they put into it, and all the preparations happening right in front of you. We actually have a beautiful view of Hollywood Studios as we're seated. Definitely a scenic restaurant. All right, let's break down this menu for you guys. The tapas are, of course, the starters. Rioja braised chorizo, pan con tomate, charred octopus, marinated olives, seasonal salad, gambas al ajillo, seasonal Spanish soup, and the Spaniard for two. This is a signature selection of artisanal charcuterie and cheeses, and it's included on this menu. Now, this is the chef's signature dinner for two that Sam and I were talking about. You start off with the flight of the four pinchos, the Spaniard we just talked to you guys about. And you get options. You can either get the seafood paella or the bone-in ribeye. I think we're going for that ribeye. And then for dessert, you can get the Toledo Tapas dessert bar or the Basque cheesecake. Standard entrees include the smoked pork chop, the plancha seared salmon, marinated grilled lamb, filet of beef, Rioja braised chicken, as well as the mezcla de verduras. For enhancements, we have sea scallops, we have shrimp, and we have jamón ibérico. And then for sides, we have Brussels sprouts, braised beans, patatas bravas, and then blistering shishito peppers, roasted tomato bamba rice, and olive oil potato puree. So the appetizers are here. We're going to start off with the Spaniard, basically a nice little charcuterie dish. Sam, what's on? Maybe I should ask you what's on in this, because the charcuteries are the hardest things for us to review ever.
It doesn't exactly say. I know the olives are, I think, marinated overnight in citrus. We have Iberico ham, chorizo, blue cheese, Marcona almonds, a baguette, fig jam. So best I'm gonna get right now with what's on this plate.
I think you'll try a few things and I'll try a few things. We'll each try different stuff. Oh, you got the Iberico right there.
The ham like melts in your mouth. The bread has a really nice crisp. I'm being honest, I hate rating charcuterie boards because I just always feel like meats and cheeses just always taste good. Like I always like them. I think it's a really nice variety. And that's high quality ham. They also have this at Toledo. That's very good. I'm gonna go 9.
That's a high number. Sam left a lot for me to try. So I'm gonna try to do a quick and dirty review right here.
I feel like blue cheese and the fig jam would be good.
Yes. I feel like that would be good. But I want to try a little savory first. So let me try this.
I think that's chorizo.
Definitely looks like chorizo. Let's do that with a little bit of cheese. And then let's do a little bit of actually, this would probably go good with the fig. I'll use my little bread right here for this. Look at that. You perfectly cut it for me, Sam.
I like the variety of items on it.
Charcuterie boards feel like art to me because you can take all these different types of flavors of these meats and these cheeses or these breads, and you can just combine their textures and their different flavor profiles to create your own dish. It invites you almost to engage with it, which is why I really do like charcuterie boards. Let's try some of these olives. This olive is stuffed. Can you see that? Exceptional olives. Now I know why they're Michelin-recognized. Little nut.
It's because of the olives. The olives got them the Michelin recognition.
It's the only reason. Try some of this blue cheese right here. A little thick jam on there. I remember really liking that blue cheese last time. It has a great pungent flavor, and it really is complemented by the little sweetness of the fig jam. I'm gonna give the charcuterie board a 9. The only thing is I could feel like maybe a little bit bigger. It is for 2 people, but yeah, it's a great charcuterie board. Almost 10 to me. Now this is the second appetizer. It is the flight of the 4 pinchos.
Your first one is your torta omelet. It has potatoes, spinach, and then on top is your pickled onion marmalade. Second one is your chilled mussels with zappa con sauce on top. And then for our third one, it is your yellowfin tuna with cherry and beet salsa on top. And then your very last one is your Vadeline blue cheese with date, wrapped around with serrano ham, orange zest, and hope you enjoy.
A lot going on here. Following up charcuterie board where I was trying to figure out what everything was. Now trying to figure out this. You just eat this whole thing whole?
Yeah, you just plop it in your mouth if you want.
So the date was actually stuffed with blue cheese and then the ham was wrapped around it. That was actually very, very good. The blue cheese was so creamy and nice saltiness from the ham. It was also a little bit sweet from the date itself. I'm actually going to give it a 10.
Wow, 10 out of 10.
I wasn't expecting to like it.
Who thought date and blue cheese would be a 10?
You never know.
Apparently this Michelin-recognized restaurant did. All right, so this is potato, cheese, and spinach. I believe they call it the Spanish tortilla. Is that it?
I feel like I've had this before, but it was so long ago, I don't remember. I don't love the texture of this. Served cold. No, that's not for me. I'm gonna go 6 for that.
6. Okay, so 10 and 10 to a 6. That's a wild. That's like the weather right now in Florida. 86 to 8. I'll be having a flight of 2 pinchos. So this is the tuna, right, Sam?
Yes, with a citrus poached cherry salsa.
Perfectly melts in your mouth. Perfectly cooked. Just a right amount of cookedness in the top, and then in the center it's very juicy. And you have that little spice in that tuna, that's a 10 out of 10. That was incredible. Couldn't think of a much better like seared kind of tuna. And then the flavor profile with that little type of bite because of that salsa, just amazing. Yeah, so that cherry too has a nice slight, very, very slight sweetness. Just great. All right, let's try the mussel out. Will you care if I eat all this, Sam? It's only one mussel. It's weird because I similarly feel like I had a very strong item and a very weak item. Not very weak, but I just feel like it's tiny. Like it's one mussel. Like when you eat.
That's the point of pinchos, though. It's supposed to be like small items.
I just feel like when you eat mussels, you want to eat like a bunch of them because they're so tiny. So like it was good. It was nice crunchiness. The mussel is a very high quality mussel. But I'm gonna go 7 for it just because I would like a few more of them. But I guess it is the flight of 4 pinchos, not the flight of 3 pinchos and a multitude of mussels or something. So yeah, I would say 7 for the mussel, 10 for the tuna, and I'm enjoying my flight of the pinchos, and now I feel prepared for our steak. Our friend Vegan Vic is here to help us with the vegan item on this menu. This is the Mezcla de Verduras. It's gigante bean silk, seasonal garden vegetables, patatas bravas, and carrot romesco. I'm probably saying a few of those things wrong. This looks very good, Vicky.
I'm very excited to try it. I've never had anything like this before. I'm curious about the sauces, so I'm gonna just go right in for it. Didn't really know what to expect as far as flavors go. It was delicious. I feel like my favorite part is the patatas bravas, and the sauce is excellent. I also like the little beans that they put on the side. As far as the cauliflower goes, it's very good, but I feel like it was just a little watery, so I feel like if they either like dehydrated it a little bit more, a little crispier texture would have been better, but overall very good. I would give it an 8.5.
No halves.
We don't have halves, so you got to round up to a 9 or round down to an 8.
An 8.
She's giving it an 8. Chuletone bone-in ribeye. This is the thing I was most looking forward to. Sam is going to have her hand at it first.
It also comes with a tomate frito. I think it was, did he say 34 ounces?
I'm not sure. I think so. And we did get this cooked medium rare, and I will say it does look about medium rare.
That's fantastic. I think they cook it on the wood fire grill. I'm a big fan of crusts on my steaks. It's super juicy and tender. Ribeyes usually have really great marbling, and you definitely see that here. I'm gonna go 9.
Near perfect steak. All right, so I have my hand at the steak now. Look at a big piece of ribeye. Look at that. Beautiful, perfectly cooked medium rare. I want to try, since Sam, you didn't try it out, some of this little tomato mix.
Tomate frito.
Thank you for saying it for me, because I know I would have butchered it. We are about to go to France, and I know the French are very particular about their pronunciations, and I feel bad, because I'm going to try my best, but I know I'm going to fail in certain regard. All right, so let me just get a good cut. A nice amount of fat, nice amount of skin, and nice tomato. You see the skin on here? It has just such a great texture, and it's so juicy right in the center. That's a near perfect ribeye in my opinion. Actually, that's a perfect ribeye in my opinion. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. I'd get this, and the reason we came back is I wanted to get the steak in. The steak is just so good. Definitely recommend the bone-in ribeye. Just like delicious, and I'm sure the paella is just as good. But I'm a meat and potatoes guy, so I had to go with the meat. All right, the grilled shishito. Or actually, are they grilled or just shishito peppers?
Blistered shishito peppers. These are plant-based. So we got the other sides they have are the patatas bravas, roasted tomato bomba rice, Brussels sprouts, olive oil potato puree, which we did get, and then the braised beans. They don't look as blistered as Wailulu's. Those are like blackened. That's how I like prefer them. They definitely could be cooked more, but they're still very good. I'm gonna give them a 7.
So you just don't think they're cooked enough? Do they have like a good skin on them or anything? Or
a good skin, but I like them more crisp. I feel like they feel more rubbery than crispy. And for a blistered, I like them more crisp. I like when there's like a crunch with the shishito pepper.
So I'm gonna try out the olive oil potato puree. There is some cheese in this.
I remember these being incredible. Hey, how come I got peppers and you got the potatoes?
I made the right decision. I'm a beef and potato guy. You know what I'll do, Sam? I'll give you some behind the camera.
Thank you.
Great flavor on the cheese. Nice little like pepper on top. Olive oil gives it a good amount of fat on there. There is some like chunks of potato in here. It's not as pureed as I thought it would be. I think it was a 9. Delicious. Couldn't think of how they'd be much better, but it's a spiritual thing at 10, so I'm gonna go 9 for that. All right, dessert is here. We decided to go with the Basque cheesecake. I'll be honest with you guys. We chose to get this cheesecake because we felt like the flight would just be so hard to film.
I want to put you through that right now. That's really good. So Basque cheesecakes are crustless, and they're kind of like made to have like a burnt top. It's caramelized. They cook them at a very high temperature to get that look. For some reason though, there was a Basque cheesecake at one of the festivals that was like incredible, and it was like a giant piece. It was over in Spain.
That was at Food and Wine, actually.
I feel like that was such a good one. I compare everything to that now. This is good though. It is kind of small though, and you only get one dessert when you do the special. So this is for the two of us. But I mean, after we just had all that food, we should be fine. I'm gonna give this a 7.
All right, 7 out of 10. All right, so my hand at the cheesecake. I'm gonna put this leaf down. I do like the presentation of this a lot.
I have to say, all their presentation has been very good. Every dish.
Yeah, and I do like blueberries.
They're definitely like, I think they're soaked in the reduction. They're very good. I normally don't like blueberries.
Sam and I had a
This was an off-camera discussion.
where I said, I think you like blueberries. And she goes, I don't like blueberries. I'm like, okay, but I think you do. And then she ate this and she went, man, those are great, those cherries. I'm like, those are blueberries. And now we're having this discussion again on camera in front of the world.
Unless I cut it out of the video.
Unless you cut it out of the video. Not in front of the 5,000 or so people who watch. But we appreciate every single one of them. Anyway, the blueberries complement, I think, the flavor of this cake deliciously, or perfectly. I love the crust on top because it has a unique texture. And the cake is just, it feels so smooth for cheesecake and not too sweet. This, too, adds like a little crunchiness. There's such great texture in here. I really think this is much higher than a 7 in my opinion, Sam.
You're your own person, and you can give your own score.
I'm gonna go 8, and I would go 9 if it was bigger. My big issue is not bigger, but I would go 8 for sure. Love the texture of it, love the flavor profile of the blueberries. Comment it perfectly. Sam, you may not like blueberries. I definitely do like blueberries, and I think they go well with this. All right, so that is it for our experience at Toledo. I want to give a special thank you to Vegan Vicky for trying out the vegan eats over there. Total for all of us, for all the food for the 3 of us, was $200 with a pass holder discount, about $202 or something like that. That's not including tip. I will say it would probably be priced around the same as what we had at the Cake Bake Shop. We recently ate there, and in my opinion, given this is Michelin-recognized, Cake Bake Shop isn't, I think this is a better experience than Cake Bake Shop. I think it is worth it if you're getting what at least we got, that special for 2. That being said, I don't think it's much of like a dining deal or value anymore. Does that make sense, Sam? Or?
Yeah, no, it's definitely not like the best deal anymore, but I still think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
It's quality food. I was more wanting to compare it to our STK steak experience, which I think it blows STK out of the water.
Yes. But STK is $69. This was $159 for 2. $69 per person at STK. So it is a little bit less.
We got more food, though, I feel like, with this one.
Yes, definitely got more food, although you do get a bottle of drink over at STK. I really enjoy the experience here. I love the resort itself. If you just walk around, take a look at El Centro, and you see the beautiful fountain right at the center, the domed roof. It's just like a great resort to kind of explore. And if you have some time to explore here, if you just want to kind of visit here, I really think Toledo is a reason to come here because it is a great restaurant. And I think it's a great signature restaurant. It really complements the overall amenities here and all the different patterns and designs. It's just such a beautiful aesthetic.
This resort, just in general, has so much great dining. It has 3 bridges. It has Rick's Sports Bar. It has Dahlia Lounge. It has Toledo. It also has Maya Grill, which we really love. Like, there's just a lot. Like, if you're a foodie, like, I think that this resort is definitely worth staying at. Yeah,
I think it's an underrated foodie resort. I don't think it's the best foodie resort. I think that's like Polynesian, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Those are like the best foodie resorts, but this is definitely an underrated foodie resort for sure. And to me, I think Toledo, especially that steak dinner, is worth it. Oh yeah, what was your favorite thing that you ate out of the whole steak dinner?
It was a steak, and I think I'm gonna go
too.
10. Like, I went 9, but I was like, I don't really know what would have made it 10.
That's my favorite ribeye on property right now. If you guys know a better ribeye on property you like, let me know in the comments. Definitely open to trying it out. I usually sometimes go for some different cuts, but for me right now, that's my number 1 ribeye. And if you enjoyed the content, please like and subscribe. Liking will really help our channel grow. It pushes this video out into the stratosphere of the YouTube algorithm. Helps other people find the video. Subscribing, it also helps our channel grow. Hit the bell notifications. That way you are notified every time when videos come out, which is when, Sam?
Every Monday at 12 p.m. and hit that bell so you're notified when that second video drops later in the week.
Thanks so much for watching. Don't count the days.
But make the days count.
We will see you next time. That's all, folks. Fun fact about the Gran Destino Tower, I would not recommend looking up how to get here on Waze. You know why that is, Sam?
Because it takes you to Typhoon Lagoon.
I don't know why. We've done this twice. And you just got to put in or you have to put in the Coronado Springs. Yeah, the Coronado Springs Resort. And it will take you to the Gran Destino Tower. If you look for the Gran Destino Tower, for some reason, it takes you over to
Typhoon Lagoon, which you don't want to go to today. I can see my breath right now,
Yeah.
which is crazy. I've never been able to see my breath before in Florida.
It's freezing right now. We got to go leak our pipes so they don't freeze. And the people you see scrolling up on our screen right now, those are our members. I want to give a special thank you to them and their generosity for helping us fund this channel. If you have any interest in a membership, we have tiers as low as $1.99 a month with differing perks like early access to videos and end credit credentials like you're seeing right now. If you have any interest in membership, check out the join button below. You can learn about all those different tiers and perks. But even if you can't become a member, if you're someone who consistently likes, comments, subscribes, engages with these videos in any way, we greatly appreciate you because your engagement, it helps us make more of them, and we feel very privileged and lucky to be able to make them. And as always,
Keep it going for Frank.